Hi, and welcome to a quick, maybe about a 10-minute hip mobility and strengthening workout. This is a quick little fitness snack. You could do it anytime, anywhere. You do need something super comfy, a big thick mat underneath your knees. We are going to be kneeling or half kneeling a lot of this. So the thicker the better, really. Shoes or no shoes, doesn't really matter. Let's get into it. So start with the full kneeling position. Roll your shoulders back and down, and I want you to take your hips, and I want you to put your hands on your hips. I want you to take your hips and drop them forward. So take your little bucket of water, sorry about that, tilt it forward. Now I want you to tilt it back, and I want you to bring it to a neutral. This is where I want you to stay the whole time, and I want you to always come back to this little reminder if you need it. So you're trying to keep this little bucket neutral the whole time. All right, so starting in this full kneeling position, we're gonna go right into half kneeling to get this party started. Take your right leg out. Place the inside of your right foot down. Your leg is extended. It's as straight as you can. No need to lock out the knee. Just relax straight. That's what I like to call it. A relaxed straight fit, like a Levi's jeans. All right, so from here, I'm gonna take my hands, place them down in front of my bent knee, which for me, it's my left knee. My right leg is extended. And I want you to do what I call some hip crawls. We're gonna walk our hands out, 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 walk our hands back. And when I come back, I'm letting my butt drop to my left heel. If that does not feel good for your knee, or if that's too much in your hip, then stay up. But the point is that I'm getting a nice stretch in my hip adductor, a nice stretch and a little bit of work in my abductor. And I am just feeling, and I don't want your shoulders to be burning. That's not the point. So go nice and light through the shoulder girdles, and we're just trying to go back and forth, just getting a little bit of a wake up in those hips, getting a little bit more mobile. We're gonna start in this hip crawl, we're gonna move, we're just gonna flow from one to another. We are gonna stay on one leg before we go to the other for this part. Let's do one more forward, one more back. All right, from here, you're gonna come back up to that half kneeling position. Boop, bring yourself up. Level out that bucket of water, and I'm gonna go ahead and pivot. I'm gonna pivot my left knee, pivot my right heel, and I'm gonna come to a runner's lunge position, and in this is gonna be a little bit tricky. So you have two options. Level one, I'm staying upright like this with my bucket of water nice and neutral. Level one, I'm just going forward and back. And level one, my hands are loose, right? My hands are up and they're not holding on anything, so it's a level one, but with some balance control. So if I want to take this up a notch, dig a little bit deeper into my hamstrings, glute, hip flexor, I'm gonna bring my hands down to the mat, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing, and I'm gonna go forward, get a big stretch, and back. The key to this, because we are just doing a mobility drill, tiny bit of flexibility, but it's really more mobility and strengthening, I don't want you to get stuck and hold anything for too long. If you're coming to this at the end of a workout, go ahead and feel free to hold a little bit longer. But right now, I just want you to move. For the sake of this video, I want you to just move, just flow back and forth. And again, this is my level two. My level one is up. I have a little bit less mobility when my torso is upright. And that might be okay for me. Totally cool. All right, finish this out, and we're gonna sit down. We're gonna do a quick little mermaid stretch, switch sides. All right, bring that right knee down. Sit on your right side, stretch out your right side. Real quick. Bring it up, switch. Other side. So my full kneeling, extend my left leg. My inside of my left foot, I'm breathing hard. Inside of my left foot is down on the mat. Roll my shoulders down and back. My bucket is nice and neutral. And I'm gonna start with those crawls. Hands come down. Crawl forward, forward, forward. Back, back, back. Remember, your butt comes down to your heel if you can. Hurts my knee? It's not gonna happen. That's okay. I'm really more concerned about my hip right here. Forward, forward, forward. Keep it going. So we're gonna do these a few. We're gonna go to that runner's lunge. We're gonna do a quick little mermaid stretch. Then we're gonna do a little bit for hip strengthening. So this is just a really quick little 10-minute mobility fitness snack. If you need more straight up hip strengthening, we could do a whole other video for that. We could do a lot more. But this is just something that I want you, like if you're having a really long day at work, or if you're feeling like your hips are just stuck, maybe you've been driving in the car, or sitting at a kid's sporting event, whatever it is. you might need a little bit of hip mobility and stretch and strengthening. So that's what this is, just quick. All right, let's do one more. We're finishing this one. Forward and back. Come up again to that half kneeling pivot. You're gonna face this way. My level 1 is here. I'm rocking forward and back. My level 2, I bring my hands down and I get a big, oh, that feels much, much different, right? So you're getting a really big, a much bigger stretch if you're down. Again, it might be way too much. Fine, bring it up. You do what you need to do, and it might be the case where you do this for a few, and then you come down. I just want you to feel this through the back hip flexor, front glute, front hamstring, maybe the front calf. You're feeling that stretch, right? I know you are. Couple more. We'll sit down on the left side on our left hip, do a quick little mermaid stretch, go into some quick little hip strengthening exercises, about 3 to 4 minutes, and then you're done. That's it. Let's do one more. I got a little bit of quiver in that front hamstring. Quiver, quiver, right there. I love it. Come on down, sit on the left side, now stretch out. Oh, like my favorite stretch ever. Stretch out that left side. All right, come on up. You're going to stay. What do I want you to do? Do I want you to stay seated? No, let's come back up to the kneeling. Let's do this one more time. So that cushy little mat that you have is super helpful now, right? So stay in that half kneeling position. Extend just where we started, extending that right leg. Bring your left hand down to the outside of the right knee, the left knee, and you're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. So this is now our hip strengthening. Right away, you should feel the outer thigh, the hip abductor, right away. If it's burning like fire, that's not really what I want at this point. So if that's happening, do what you need to do to make it less. Maybe take a minute, breathe, and get back into it. I do want you to relax. It's a relaxed straight leg fit on the right side. So I'm not locking out my knee. I'm making it all about this right hip. But you also feel this oblique, don't you? Your left oblique? You do. The answer is yes. You also feel your right oblique a lot. And the reason we're feeling both obliques is because we're not dumping into our hips. We're using our obliques to hold us up. Woo! Our obliques go right into our hips. We need them. We need our core. Crazy how it's all connected. Keep going. Hold it up for this one. Crunch it in. This one is intense. This is a lot. It's okay if you're not there yet. It's okay if your foot needs to come down to the ground and then you just bring it in, bring it down and rest. Doesn't matter. Whatever you need. I don't want you feeling like you're locking out or failing. It's okay to feel a little sweaty. Forward, let's do 2 more. We're gonna stay on the same side. Last one. Same side. Bring yourself up. Sit down on your booty. Both legs out. You're staying on that same side, so the right side. Hands clasped together, shoulders roll down and back. Tighten up your core. Belly button pulls back. Lift your right leg. Lower. Lift. All right, so we're gonna do these lifts, and then we're gonna do rainbows. You'll see. It's pretty simple. Not very long in each one, about 30 seconds each. I'm telling you, it's a very quick fitness snack today. I'm hoping to be 10 minutes. Might be 11 or 12. I'm hoping. I don't want to shortchange you, but we got to even out these sides. Let's do 3, 2. We're going to rainbow this right side. Last one. Rainbow right goes out. So I'm calling these rainbows because we're making little tiny rainbows with our right foot. These are intense, right? I know. As we get more progressed, as this hip mobility drill becomes easy, then we're gonna place a weight underneath your foot and you're gonna rainbow over that weight. But right now, you're just concerned about making that motion come from your hip and not your shin, not your toes, but from your hip right here. Not really even your quad. Yeah, the quad's on fire, but I want your hip flexor coming up to your oblique to be feeling like it's working. Last one. You know what? While we're here, let's do the left side. Why not? Gotta shake that out a little bit. All right, so left side, let's do it. Starting with the lifts, up and down. If you're feeling like this is happening, take a second. Take your hands back behind you. It's perfectly fine to leave them down. I didn't even say that. But of course, this is perfectly fine. I don't want you going completely forward with your posture and digging into your hip flexor and not letting it do the work it wants to. It wants to work. It wants you to want it. Lift. I don't want you to do the dishes. I want you to want to do the dishes. Name that movie. Keep going. How about 4, 3, 2, 1, and rainbows, same side. So yeah, little secret. If I don't know how many I have left, it's always 4. I don't count. I beat count, so I listen to music, but most of the time if I'm talking, I'm not catching the beat either. I'm just guessing. Keep going. If you're a big rep counter, go for it. Go for it. If you want to make it super even on both sides, great. Usually during these little fitness snacks, I'm not super concerned about evening out and making it exactly even. Close enough. Good enough. Let's do 2 more right here. 2 more. Last one. I'm getting sweaty. Are you? That's it. All right, shake out that left hip flexor. We're going to do that 1 more, so that half kneeling with that leg raise and crunch. That's it. Oh yeah, you're definitely over 10 minutes. Sorry. So full kneeling, lean over. Just pick a spot, sir. Pick a spot. Right hand comes to the outside of your right knee. Are you in the way? Like, oh my God, I can't with him. Your, what hand is this? Left hand comes to your hip. Make sure that the hips are nice and level. Your oblique, bring it up that top hip. Oblique, bring up the bottom hip. Lift the leg. Let's do about 30 seconds-ish here, and about 30 seconds in that crunch, and then you're done. As you're lifting the leg, how is it feeling? Yeah, I want it to talk. I don't want it to be burning yet. And I want your oblique, this left oblique has already been through quite a lot. I want it to continue to talk for you. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're gonna finish up with the crunch. Let's do 5 more. Ooh, last one. Hold that leg up. Bring those shoulders back. Crunch, forward. Forward. So when you're crunching, you're resisting the urge to curl your tailbone. You're staying nice and solid. Even if it means that your knee just comes to here, that's fine. Make it about that left hip, the left oblique. Stay out of that right shoulder. Keep it going. We're gonna go a little bit longer in this one. Sorry, I know. I'm a liar. Just a little bit longer, like 3, 4 seconds. Let's do 2 more. Last one. That's it. Bring the left knee down. All right, let's come down. Bring your legs forward. Take your arms up nice and big. Stretch over, bending your knees as much as you want to. You're just giving yourself a nice big stretch. Bring your hands back behind you, and if you're able, bring yourself up. Stretch through the shoulders a little bit. Feel the hips stretch a little bit. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed that super quick. It was maybe like 13 minutes. Hip mobility and strengthening fit snack. See you next time.